The tech tool that I use in my classroom is called MusiQuest, and the feature I used the most was the composition feature, the song maker, and the lessons that were geared for my 3 to 5 and 6 to 8 classrooms were towards learning how to write a melody, writing a harmony, and then a rhythmic accompaniment, which are all things that this tool supports and makes it really easy and interactive to write for multiple instruments. So as I was going through my different lessons, teaching melody, teaching harmony, teaching rhythmic accompaniment, I noticed that the students were really interactive with the program. It made some of the hurdles of understanding music notation a little bit easier because of some of the features in the program that make it look more graphic than standard notation. So it would be sort of like filling out a chart instead of having to write every individual note head. So that made composing a little bit easier for them because they were able to see it in multiple ways. So they were able to interact with the program. It was easy to use. They had fun using it. And while they were using it, they were able to collaborate with their peers. They were asking, oh, what instrument did you choose? Or can I hear what you wrote? And they were sort of feeding off each other in the classroom during these lessons where they were using MusiQuest. And I noticed as I increased the time on the program, they were more engaged with it. They were doing more, using more of the features, really sort of tweaking their programs and adding more instruments. The songs became longer, and they really enjoyed using the program in the classroom. When comparing the data that I collected on my class to the data on some of the studies done by West Ed, that was in our written evidence report, we had a lot of the same conclusions. The West Ed pilot study showed that there's an increase in student engagement, there's an increase in student retention, which was done by having a pre-assessment, and they had a control group that didn't use any technology and a group that did. They gave both a pre-assessment, and then they gave both classes a post-assessment, and they collected data to compare the two. And what they found out is that students that used MusiQuest scored higher on the post-assessment and a greater range than the test group. So they said that the program did support retention and understanding of the music content. Overall, my students really enjoyed using MusiQuest in the classroom. They're engaged, they learned a lot, and they always asked to do it during study hall, and it was a very good experience for them. Below, I have attached a graph of my data as well as a Google photo album that has some of the student projects. I think there's about 11 in there, so if you want to hear some of their compositions using the program, visit that Google photo album. And overall, I believe that our goals were met. I learned more about how to use MusiQuest effectively in the classroom. I was able to see students engage more and learn more from the program the more that I used it. Hope you guys enjoy checking out the compositions.